They move in silence. Observe from the shadows. You've seen them, haven't you? The ones who seem distant, cold, untouchable. The Sigma males. But what if everything you think you know about their so-called coldness is a carefully constructed illusion? What if beneath that reserved exterior lies a depth of warmth and loyalty you can barely imagine? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we're unlocking the hidden truth behind the Sigma male mystique. You might be surprised by what we discover. 1. The illusion of aloofness, independence misinterpreted. The Sigma male often operates with a strong sense of independence, a core characteristic that can be easily misconstrued as coldness or aloofness. Unlike the traditional alpha who seeks social dominance and external validation through hierarchy, the Sigma male finds his validation internally. He is comfortable in his own company, often preferring to forge his own path rather than adhering to societal norms or seeking group approval. This self-reliance can manifest in various ways, from pursuing solitary hobbies and projects to making decisions based on his own internal compass rather than external pressures. For an outsider, this can appear as a lack of interest in social connection or a disinclination to engage in typical social rituals. Imagine a colleague who consistently eats lunch alone, not out of social anxiety, but because he values that time for introspection and recharging before tackling the afternoon's tasks. Others might perceive him as distant or uninterested in team bonding, missing the fact that his focus is simply directed inward during those moments. This isn't a rejection of connection, but rather a prioritization of autonomy. The Sigma male's independence isn't a wall built to keep people out. It's the natural byproduct of a man who is secure in himself and doesn't feel the need for constant external affirmation. Understanding this distinction is crucial to seeing beyond the surface-level perception of coldness and recognizing it for what it truly is, a powerful form of self-sufficiency. 2. The silent processor, internal worlds and emotional expression. Another facet contributing to the perception of coldness is the Sigma male's tendency towards internal processing of emotions. While some individuals are more outwardly expressive, readily sharing their feelings and thoughts, the Sigma male often navigates his emotional landscape privately. This doesn't imply a lack of emotion. In fact, he may experience feelings just as deeply, if not more so. However, his inclination is to process these emotions internally, analyze them, and arrive at a resolution before potentially sharing them with a select few. Consider a scenario where a friend is visibly upset after a setback. An outwardly expressive person might immediately vocalize their distress, seeking comfort and validation. A Sigma male in the same situation might withdraw slightly, not because he doesn't care, but because he needs time to process the situation, understand his own feelings, and formulate a thoughtful response. To those around him, this silence or lack of immediate emotional display can be interpreted as indifference or coldness. They might mistake his need for internal reflection as emotional detachment. However, this internal processing often leads to more considered and genuine responses when he does choose to engage. It's not about a lack of feeling, but a different operating system for emotional expression, one that values introspection and thoughtful articulation over immediate outward display. 3. Selective connection, quality over quantity in relationships. The Sigma male typically prioritizes the depth and authenticity of his connections over the sheer number of acquaintances. He is not driven by a need to be liked by everyone or to maintain a wide social network. Instead, he invests his time and energy in a select few individuals with whom he shares genuine understanding and mutual respect. This selectivity can be perceived as coldness or exclusivity by those outside his inner circle. Imagine a scenario where a Sigma male consistently declines invitations to large social gatherings, but dedicates his weekend to having a deep conversation with a close friend. To those who invited him, it might seem like he's antisocial or uninterested in building relationships. However, his actions demonstrate a clear preference for meaningful, one-on-one connections over superficial interactions. This isn't about rejecting people. It's about valuing quality over quantity in his social interactions. He seeks genuine understanding and intellectual stimulation in his relationships, and he's not afraid to limit his social circle to those who provide that. This deliberate selectivity stems from a desire for authentic connection, not from a place of coldness or social aversion. For loyalty forged in silence, the depth of their inner circle. While the Sigma male might appear reserved to many, his loyalty to those within his inner circle runs incredibly deep. Because he invests his trust and time selectively, those who manage to break through his initial reserve often find a fiercely loyal and protective friend. His commitment isn't always expressed through grand gestures or constant outward affirmations, but rather through consistent support, quiet understanding, and unwavering reliability. Picture a situation where a close friend is going through a difficult time. While others might offer fleeting words of encouragement, a Sigma male friend might silently show up with practical help, anticipate needs without being asked, and offer a steady presence without demanding attention or reciprocation. His loyalty is often demonstrated through actions rather than words, a quiet strength that provides unwavering support to those he cares about. This deep-seated loyalty contrasts sharply with the superficial perception of coldness. It highlights that his reserved nature doesn't equate to a lack of care. Rather, his care is expressed in a more profound and action-oriented manner towards those he truly values. 5. The power of observation, understanding without overt expression. The Sigma male often possesses a keen sense of observation, preferring to listen and analyze situations before actively participating. This can lead to him understanding the dynamics of a group or the emotions of an individual without needing explicit verbal cues. However, this quiet observation can be misinterpreted as disengagement or coldness. Imagine a group of friends discussing a problem. While some might jump in with immediate suggestions or emotional reactions, a Sigma male might remain quiet, absorbing the nuances of the conversation, observing body language, and processing the underlying issues. When he finally does speak, his input is often insightful and cuts to the heart of the matter, demonstrating a deep understanding that was formed through careful observation. His silence isn't a sign of indifference. It's a period of active processing and understanding. He might not offer immediate emotional validation, but his eventual response is often more thoughtful and tailored to the actual needs of the situation. This ability to understand without overt expression is a strength, not a flaw, and it showcases a deeper level of engagement than surface-level reactions. 6. Principled authenticity, standing by their internal compass. The Sigma male is often driven by a strong internal compass and a commitment to his personal values. He is less likely to be swayed by social trends or external pressures, choosing instead to live authentically according to his own principles. This unwavering adherence to his beliefs can sometimes be perceived as stubbornness or even coldness, especially when his values differ from the majority. Consider a scenario where a Sigma male refuses to participate in a group activity that goes against his ethical beliefs, even if it means social exclusion. His decision might be seen as rigid or unfriendly by those who prioritize group cohesion above all else. However, his actions stem from a deep sense of integrity and a commitment to living in alignment with his values. This isn't about being deliberately difficult. It's about prioritizing authenticity over external approval. His principled stance, while sometimes appearing cold, is actually a testament to his strong sense of self and his refusal to compromise his core beliefs. 7. The misunderstood protector, quiet strength in action. Beneath the reserved exterior, many Sigma males possess a strong protective instinct towards those they care about. Because their loyalty is deep and their observation skills are sharp, they are often the first to recognize when someone they value is in need of support. However, their protective nature might not manifest in overtly emotional or dramatic ways. Instead, they are more likely to offer practical assistance, provide quiet support, or step in decisively behind the scenes to resolve a problem. Imagine a situation where someone in their inner circle is being taken advantage of. While others might offer sympathetic words, a Sigma male might quietly gather information and take concrete steps to rectify the situation without seeking recognition or praise. His protection is often silent and effective, a testament to his deep care and his preference for action over empty gestures. This quiet strength can be easily overlooked or misinterpreted as indifference by those who expect more overt displays of concern. However, for those on the receiving end, this understated protectiveness is a powerful demonstration of genuine care and loyalty, revealing the warmth that lies beneath the seemingly cold exterior.